Vice President Kamala Harris touched down here in North Carolina just after 6 o'clock this evening, and her first stop was the Pit here in downtown Raleigh, where she met with local faith and community leaders.
We were going to have dinner at the Pit, and we walked up and we saw the police cars, and we were like, what's going on? And they said Kamala was going to be here, and so we just waited and waited, and we're so excited when she came by.
Several streets in downtown Raleigh were blocked off tonight as the vice president shared moments with Black faith and community leaders at the Pit. Vice President Kamala Harris greeted each community leader individually before giving remarks.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter, she spent time loading up baby supplies for victims of Hurricane Helene. This is Harris's 19th trip to North Carolina, following last weekend when she made stops in the western part of the state. The visit was a day after Republican presidential nominee and former President Donald Trump said the federal response to the disaster has been lousy. This is what she said before she boarded Air Force Two in Washington about her goals for visiting North Carolina.
I look forward to talking with the people of North Carolina on a number of levels. First and foremost, to see how they're doing in the wake of the hurricanes. I'm going to be having some discussions with voters and folks who are on the ground there, and listening to them, but also talking about my plan for what we're going to do to create an opportunity economy, what we're going to do to bring down the price of groceries, what we're going to do to put investments in small businesses and in the industries of the future, what we are doing to invest in the American family through an expansion of the child tax credit.
Durham Mayor Leo Williams was in the room this evening. He says the vice president spoke a lot about getting young Black men to the polls and pouring into small businesses.
What keeps me up at night is what am I going to do about my younger Leos, the younger Black men in my community. That defines my purpose. It defines what I'm doing for my community in Durham. And it's not just young Black men, it's everyone in my community, but the data gives me the right to say this. I must be intentional. And it feels really good when I have a presidential candidate that understands that.
Now, this was her only scheduled stop here in Raleigh. She's expected to make a stop in Greenville, North Carolina tomorrow for a scheduled rally. Tamara Scott, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.